They moved in closer, scowling, one after the other, and wouldn't let me pass. They asked for a cigarette. The heaviest among them bellowed like a bull. So, you say you gave up smoking? That's not what we expected to hear. You're talking nonsense. You're giving us no choice but to take you down. Then one of them swung around and punched me in the face full force. The others followed, taking turns. Afterwards, calmly, compassionately, they said, "There you are, lying around like a drunk in the dust. Maestro, get up. Look, there's a pole over there. No one would believe that you'd stoop this low. Lean up against that pole and turn your face this way. Don't avoid the punches. We want to help you, sir. We're cleaning up your habits, your face, your poetry, your language. Once upon a time when you were little, in church they taught you when you were hit to turn the other cheek." They took turns hitting me again and my face swelled. "We thank you. Now you can see what all your awards, your poetry, your creative work is worth. See, your face is in the dust, and dust is eternal. You've never been this close to dust before, have you? And so we recommend that you lie face first in it for a while. You understand what it is we're striving towards, but you don't need it anymore. And there you were, walking through the park as though you'd accomplished something important. How meaningless it has all become now. What? Are you crying already? To cheer you up, we're going to prepare some fireworks for you. We'll hit you again and you'll see Paris and the fire in the Elysian fields. You've wet your pants already? Not too long ago you were walking through here as though you were dreaming up a masterpiece. And now you're rolling on the ground like a drunken pig? How low. And you've nothing to say to us? That was a stupid answer. We were expecting something better from you. It's easy for you to blabber nonsense from your professor's armchair. But here, what power do you have here? You'll have to refresh your memory. And again they began pounding me in the groin, in my side, in my face. They shoved me up against the pole and wouldn't let me crumple. Tell us, do you have any fresh ideas now? Do you see how the flowers are coming up? Do you know the difference between creativity and Kant and quantum physics? How many numbers can you figure in a quadrant? Oh, but you've forgotten everything. And you've had such promise since childhood. Through your pride, you've let it all go. You're afraid of blood. Wounds heal quickly. Meanwhile, you don't think about how humanity has suffered through the ages. Forgive us. Maybe we've been a little bit too rough. We only wanted to expose you to the actual truth and beauty. That is our commission. Go and create. We'll be waiting. And they all disappeared together as though they'd never been there at all. So there's a comment on the type of pressure creative people had to live through. But I'd like to end with are we ready to end? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd like to finish with a poem that it's a lot of fun. It's called KB Advertises Colgate Toothpaste. And this poem it's a very interesting comment on how Western culture seeps into East European culture. Under communism, under the Soviet system, there was no advertising. There was only propaganda posters that promoted the Soviet system. And so after independence in 1991, people started actually seeing advertising for products on television for the first time. And so Martinaitis was saying his generation was really interested in the advertisements because he watched them like little miniature melodramas. And it got to be the point where people were not watching the programming, they were just waiting for the advertising, which is the opposite of what we do in the West, right? We watch the programs and we turn off the advertisements. And so his character KB, who was unemployed like many people after the fall of communism, gets a job working in the advertising industry. So it's called KB Advertises Colgate Toothpaste. When you brush your teeth with this toothpaste, you see yourself in the mirror each day. And that is so rare these days with people rushing about so much. It's the best opportunity while gazing at yourself to think about your age and whether you still appeal to women. While you brush your teeth with Colgate, the past disappears, and you can see yourself the way you are right now. You are brushing your teeth, and meanwhile, somewhere, an accident happens. Terrorists bomb a cafe. As you can see, the safest thing you could be doing is to be brushing your teeth before the mirror each morning. You can't get in an accident. You can't say something indecent, hurt someone's feelings, and so on. I repeat, the safest thing of all is the toothpaste, Colgate. I'd also like to remind you that by using this toothpaste daily, your teeth will remain healthy 100 years after you are gone. Thank you.
I think that shows very well the power of poetry and the power that Martinitis brought to the word, and it became more important in Lithuania as time went on. And I still believe that it is important wherever we are, lest we forget how things can slip into some dreadful political black hole. And it's all too easy to forget what happened just a mere 30, 40 years ago, just across the water from us, where we now freely go for holidays and visits, where we couldn't go there before. And I think it's a legacy, this book of Kukutis, and I think we should perhaps all remember it. And Laima, thank you very much indeed for translating it so beautifully and worthy of Martinitis' work, and we much appreciate your being here today.
Yes,
Thank you very much.